My name is Rick Barber and I'm running for Congress in Alabama's 2nd Congressional District. If someone had asked me a year ago if I had any ambitions to run for public office, I would have told them no. If someone had told me a year ago that on January 6, 2010, I'd be standing in front of my home announcing my candidacy for U.S. Congress, I would have laughed. Last year, I was a successful small business owner and a perfectly happy husband and father with my own set of challenges and goals in my life. I didn't have any political ambitions, and I certainly didn't see the need to complicate my life by running a congressional campaign. So why am I here, and how did I arrive at this moment? I'm here because 2009 was a deeply disturbing year. I'm here because our federal government is currently spending our nation into financial ruin. I'm here because in less than a year, President Obama and Timothy Geithner have inflated our national currency level by over 120%. I'm here because the Democrats in Congress are spending my 6-year-old daughter's money before she's even had the chance to earn it. I'm here today because I'm concerned. I'm concerned for my family, my neighbors, and my country. I'm running for Congress because our current representative, Bobby Bright, is not protecting the interests of District 2. Bobby Bright had the chance to be a hero in 2009. Let me rephrase that. Bobby Bright should have been a hero in 2009. Bobby Bright should have stood on the floor of the House of Representatives and denounced the $787 billion stimulus package that has since failed miserably. Bobby Bright should have openly protested the cap-and-trade bill which currently threatens our nation's industries. Bobby Bright should have fought the trillion-dollar takeover of our healthcare system. Bobby Bright should have led the charge. He should have led the charge against all these things in Washington, but he didn't. At the very least, Bobby Bright should have been willing to meet with his constituents when we were begging him to have a town hall meeting about health care during his August recess. But he didn't. Instead, Bobby Bright decided merely just to vote no on those bills and watch them pass through the House. Well, I'm here to tell you that a congressman needs to do more than just cast a vote. A congressman needs to lead. A congressman needs to meet with his constituents so he can understand what they believe and then take those beliefs and fight for them in Washington. As a veteran of the United States Marine Corps, I know how to fight. And when I get elected, I will. Over the past year, I've been very active in the Tea Party movement. I've hosted numerous Tea Party events at my local place of business, and I've protested government spending in Montgomery and in Washington, D.C. Our Tea Party movement in Alabama was part of a national movement intended to send a wake-up call to Congress to halt cap and trade and to stop Obamacare in its tracks and demand fiscal responsibility. But the Tea Parties haven't fully awakened our representatives. Instead, the Democrats in Congress want to label the Republican Party as the party of no. They say we're against everything and that we're not for anything. Well, I'm a Republican, and I'd like to tell you what I'm for. I'm for job creation through reducing taxes and getting government out of the way of American small businesses. I'm for passing the fair tax, a consumption-based tax system that would promote economic growth and eliminate the current tax code that is such a mess today. I'm for a balanced budget. Responsible Americans, we balance our budget, we balance our checkbooks every single day, and it's time the federal government does the same. And I'm for a spending freeze until they decide they're able to show they can do so. I'm for our founding Federalist principles, keeping local, state, and federal governments in their proper place. National legislation is not needed to solve local and regional issues. I'm for state sovereignty and protecting the 10th Amendment of our Constitution. This is a very important line in our founding documents that Democrats in Washington just don't seem to understand. Alabamians, we can solve our own problems without being forced to take trillion-dollar solutions from Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid. I'm for free market solutions to our current health care problems. Specifically, I support Congressman Tom Price's health care bill, H.R. 3400, which opens up competition across state lines for insurance companies and keeps important decisions between doctors and patients where those decisions belong. I'm for fighting wars to win. Unlike President Barack Obama, I am very comfortable with the notion of victory. We have the best trained and best equipped military in the world, and I want to see us fight to win in Afghanistan and then bring our troops home. More than anything, I'm for common sense in Washington. You see, common sense isn't found in 2,000-page bills. Common sense isn't found in our ballooning federal bureaucracies. Common sense is believing in the individual American, a culture of independence, and an economy of self-reliance. You can't promote the American dream by offering a new government program. As a small business owner, I know that you can only promote the American dream by promoting free market principles, by reducing taxes to facilitate growth, and by allowing American ingenuity and hard work to lead to the creation of new products, new services, new businesses, and new jobs. 2009 was a year of new entitlements and a scale of government growth not seen since LBJ. 2009 was a deeply disturbing year. Now, I've mentioned several negative things that's happened in 2009, but I'll tell you, I believe there's a silver lining in every dark cloud. Last year's silver lining was the awakening of the American people. Ordinary citizens woke up, spoke up, and got involved. And I'm proud to be one of the many citizens who are standing up against reckless and irresponsible government. As a congressman, I will fight to limit the government's intrusion on the lives of Alabamians. I will fight for small business owners that produce 70% of American jobs. And when elected, I will take your conservative fight to Washington. I plan to campaign in every county and on every corner in Alabama's 2nd Congressional District. I may be considered the underdog at this point in the race, but I have 2 centuries of history and an age-old saying on my side: never underestimate a United States Marine. Thank you, and God bless Alabama.